How's it going, guys? Mitch here. I'm just trying to make a little update video for you guys, show you everything I've been doing to my 2009 Pontiac G8 GT. Just kind of show you around the car once more. I do hopefully plan on making quite a few more videos. I really want to just log my build and bring you guys along with me. So engine bay is pretty simple right now. Got a BMR strut tower brace. I can go over quite a few more things in a later video, but I'm going to show you guys the project I'm working on at the moment. Let's hop around to the back of the car and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so I'm currently working on the BMR suspension full rear bushing kit for the 2009 Pontiac G8. So when I took the frame out of the car, there was a slight amount of rust that I was concerned about. So here's a picture of what the car looked like before I started, right here, right there. And let me show you all that I've done to it. Alright, so I started off using a couple different rotary brushes just to clean off all the rust on those welds there. I can highlight those on the picture, or I may have already done that, who knows. But after that, I spent probably around 20 hours cleaning up welds and stuff on this. And then I primed and painted the entire frame. Any of the areas that I couldn't reach with the brush, I treated with some Rust-Oleum. Let me find the product here. Some Loctite Extend Rust Neutralizer. So that stuff just basically makes the rust so you can paint over it and it's not going to continue to corrode. But I got a pretty good coat on here. Everything's looking nice, much better than what was in that picture. I've already replaced the bushings on the differential before I threw that back in here. I also painted the diff with some cast coat aluminum. So that's looking pretty good. Got it put together, well, I guess just to this part right now. Sorry about the mess in the shop. It's been a long couple weeks. I also removed, grinded, cleaned up, and primed and painted all of the control arms and trailing arms and all of that for the subframe there. So everything's looking good. The upper control arms, lower control arms, they were all pretty bad. But now they're looking pretty good. I have yet to clean up the hubs. That's my next step to the project, and then it gets to all go back together. And I will probably record the whole process of putting the car back together, just in case anyone's interested in that. Fairly simple. I mean, there's a lot of taking things apart. But if you know what you're doing, then it's a pretty simple job. It wasn't too difficult. Alright, and on to the hubs. So the hubs here, I'm going to clean them up, brush this rust off, then I'm going to paint these in a cast coat iron. And if you're wondering why the brake dust guard is all cut up and fanned out like that, it's because I have the rear Brembo kit on this car, and with the larger rotors that you have to put on for that kit, the guard doesn't fit over it, so you have to either replace it, which I wasn't going to spend $150 on new brake dust shields, because why would I do that? So these ones I just cut and fanned out so I can fit the disc on there and still have some kind of protection for the rest of the car to not get too much brake dust in there. So let's get started. Alright, so for the hubs, I'm just going to start by using a wire brush and start brushing away all the surface rust and everything on them, so I can treat them and get them painted. So I'm just brushing away the real thick parts of the rust. I don't need to get everything off of there just because when I coat it, it'll neutralize the just the small amounts of rust that are there. Plus, I don't see these hubs sticking around for too long. I don't think they've ever been replaced on the car, so they're 10 years old now. So they'll probably be gone in the near future, but we'll see on that. I'll probably replace them whenever I have to replace the wheel bearings. Because to get the whole hub assembly is easier, and I believe it might be a little cheaper than getting the wheel bearings themselves. I think these hubs are $55 a piece, so let's just get these cleaned up real nice. And if you've noticed, I have the bushings here pushed out. That's because I have the new ones from BMR that I'm going to be throwing in there. Once this is all done and painted, then those will be going in there. And like I said before, I'm going to be doing the hub itself in a cast coat iron. Just because of the texture on it, you want to use something that's not going to be super glossy, otherwise it'll look like crap. And then the brake dust shield, I am probably going to do just a solid black on it, maybe a gloss black, not too sure. With the large brake discs I have on the car, you don't really see it anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. But I will show you what it looks like when it's done. It'll be a few hours for me, but for you, oh, it's kind of out of focus. But for you, it'll be right now. Hold on, be right. All right, now that we got these all nice, cleaned up, painted, we got that gloss black on the shielding here, and then we got some anodized aluminum, or I'm sorry, cast coat iron, not aluminum. So now that these are cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and get our new BMR bushings put in. And this is not a sponsored video by BMR as much as I would like it to be. I purchased all these parts myself, and you know, we're just having a good old time putting them in. All right, so you're gonna put the bushings in on each side. You know what? I'm gonna go grab a mallet. I'll be right back. Now, I'm sure this isn't the approved method by BMR, but it's the method I'm using today. So now, once you have those flush and in there, next thing you want to do is going to take some of your grease that you get with the bushings, put it around the edge of this, of the internal piece on the bushing. Just put quite a bit just around the lip there. All right. Now as you push this in, that grease will all spread out inside the bushing. Right. Then once that one's in, you move on to the next one. Alright, now I'm just going to clean up the grease on the outside of the bushings here. Keep it all nice, clean, and red for as long as I can. Alright. Looks good. These are ready to go back onto the frame, and I guess we'll see that in the next video. Just to be clear with you guys, I am by no means a professional. This is actually my first time doing any of this as well. So don't take this as an instructional video, more of me bringing you along with me and just showing you how I do things. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out. There, that's about, you can see it in that angle. Thanks for watching, guys.